What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Elden Ring Shadow the Erdtree DLC. We find ourselves at the backside of a fort coming in from a little shack out in the distance. We've got a whole new place to explore. See if we can make our way back towards the castle we once set out to find many episodes ago. So let's dive on in. The Fort of Reprimand. Hopefully we're not going to be reprimanded per se for discovering this place. Alright, we've already got big enemy here to sneak up on. Ooh, that's a nice backstab. Big cleavers. Whoa, they're still alive. Blessed Bone Shard. Alright, so immediately we see a grace in the distance. They give us a place to drop down. But naturally, seeing as we have a ladder to climb up, I think we have to take it. See if we come up on anybody up here. Got a chest. Seemingly nobody to be found. Smithing Stone 8, we get 4 of them. Nice, thank you. These will probably get... Oh no, you can hop on them. I don't know if this is intended. This is probably too high of a fall. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I don't think that's worth the risk anyway. Why are these graces so close together? So we come up here, maybe because this is a back way? But is this floor destructible? What's the... Is this a trap door that can open and bring a ladder back up? And keep that in the back of my mind. Just feels like these are awfully close together, but it also doesn't seem like there's any other way over here, so maybe that's why. Like that part is only accessible via the back entrance that we found. Okay, so there's definitely a route down below. And that down below might lead over where we were just looking, so let's grab this grace and then we can kind of set out and explore the fort from here. I think these are just some crates at the end of the hall. Alright, I did see something take damage, but it's outside of the fort. Maybe we'll get a view of it from up here. Okay, yet another grace. But we also have a pathway through the mountains towards the tree. Okay, suddenly we're finding just a lot of graces and almost got me to roll off. Oh, the little touch of that blood splatter. That was nice. Don't see what would have taken damage. I think we're gonna want to head back southwest though. When we do go out there, I think we want to head back towards the castle. At least that's my first instinct. To go back towards what we know and then start making our way out. It's a pretty big drop, so let's not do that. Got another one of those cleaver guys. Main entrance, we've got some extra staircases. We still have down below, but let's head this way. Oh! I wonder if you can backstab this guy. Kind of a cool moveset. He's got somewhat of a Crucible Knight moveset to him. With the faith-related things. Ooh, big damage. Come on. Hit him with the uppercut. Alright, let's get some stand back. Hit him with the 1-2. Back out. Ow, he caught me on the backside. Okay, we want the heal. Roll into it, get behind. See, I think we just take the 1-2 staggers. Oh, he's got hyper armor. Finish him off with the overkill on the riposte. Interesting that he's a named boss. Okay, aspects of the Crucible wings. So he seems to be some sort of higher level Crucible Knight. Doesn't exactly don the same look as the rest of them. I suppose because it's, I don't know, they wanted to make it like greater than a bigger field enemy, so they give it a name. Which seems a little bit odd. But I suppose that also probably makes him more of a unique enemy type as well. The Battlefield Priest Cookbook. A record of crafting techniques left by the devout battlefield priests, these keepers of the faith fought bitterly to spread their gospel in the realm of Shadow, where there was no Erdtree to gaze upon. Gives us festive grease, which if I recall correctly, festive grease is the grease that gives you money? So kind of ironic that it comes from the Priest Cookbook. Okay, so that's taken us up the upper path. And I believe this is placing us kind of above that grace that we first came to. Yeah, there's nowhere else to look out. It's just the ladder. And that's kind of what I was hinting at from, you know, it looks like there's a trapdoor almost back at the beginning, but it doesn't seem like there's any ladder, but that's how it would attach otherwise. Okay, so without jumping straight down to the bottom, I think our best course of action is to press on down below here. Some bolts. Festive grease. What is that? What? Did a tree just fall inside the fort? I hear big movement outside. What the world is happening outside of here? Can we see it from up top? Maybe we can camera peek? Okay, so I forget what they're called. I think, actually, you know what? I think there's a place on the map in the old world. Let me see if I can remember this. If we go back up into Limgrave, because I think it was down... Do we not have a grace for it? So I believe there's one in the bottom of Rea Lucaria that actually takes you up to Volcano Manor, but you know what? I think in my other playthrough is where I found that. Yeah, so they're driving around out there and they managed to... That's funny. They managed to knock a tree down and clip it through the bottom into this cellarway where we're at. Okay, so we've got two options. One of which is go down the ladder to this guy. Which I almost got fully baited. Oh, you whiffed through it right over my head. Alright, so some smithing stones. Let's grab this, check out the chest, then we can go back up. I'm waiting for that mimic. Still waiting for it. Smithing stone 6. Alright, so there's just been a general theme throughout the DLC thus far of a lot of smithing stones, which is honestly kind of nice because it allows you to build up a few of the DLC weapons. Okay, so this is giving us insight into a shortcut. Or maybe not so much a shortcut, but maybe trying to indicate that there's potentially a down below, but more importantly, there's a chest up here. And I'm not seeing a door, but I know that we have access to it somehow. So it's on the other side, mayhaps access from outside on the other side. But we're left with but one option, so let's go out here. We'll keep that in the back of our mind, that there's more to this fort that we have yet to discover. Alright, I think we'll leave that item for later. Let's top off our health. We'll sneak around, try and get a backstab. Because if it's anything like the cleaver guy from up top, backstab does a good chunk of their damage. Underhand R2, and then finish him off with the R1. Easy money. Some throwing daggers. Psh, Ghost Glove War 1, acting like I haven't been to the Cerulean Coast and getting all the big ones. More of these Blessed Bone Shards. I should take a look at them. Alright, so Blessed Bone Shards are just a crafting material, but they're exceedingly rare to find. Bone fragment touched with the gold of the Scadu tree, broken from the remains of the warriors who perished in the realm of Shadow. A blessing such as this is said to be the greatest honor that can be granted to the dead. Okay, so this puts us at the main gate of the fort, but clearly we know that there's more to this fort. Okay, that's a well. Let's see about Grace. Why did it sound like there was something flying and about to land? Like a drake or something. I'm like, I've done the whole dragon thing already. You know what? We can also stack up another level. Dex is gonna give us 3, which we're almost at two-shotting those guys in there. So I'm thinking about it. Also a little bit of health. 55 is a nice sounding number. Okay, there is something. Is it up top though? Okay, there's definitely a dragon up to the north. What the heck, man? I thought we've already done the dragon thing. We kill Bale, we kill all these drakes and stuff on the way. Alright, We're gonna dive back in, but I want to see what our pathway back from here looks like, if there even is one. Because maybe the only way to this fort is the way that we came, or maybe that's the main way? It's very interesting. So mayhaps if we want to leave by land, we're gonna have to go northeast through the pass and wind our way up. Alright, and this guy oh. I was gonna say, this guy should be dead. But he is very much not. But don't mind me, I'm just gonna go hop underneath here. Big old rune. What am I gonna find down here? Yeah, I'm gonna find one of you guys. Give me that backstab. Give me that big R2. Guy's a little bit tankier. Not much, but just a touch tankier than the ones outside. Iris of Occultation. So that's a new consumable. Place on the eye of another to deny light in all its forms. An iris that is as dark as night. Can also be used to receive the blessing of an equipped great rune at the cost of all runes currently held. In the realm of Shadow, this artifice was employed by priests of the Erdtree to intensify the fears of their flock to magnificent effect. Okay, interesting. So you can activate a great rune for all of your runes held. So if you're running low on runes, that's a freebie. And then you get Marika's rune down here as well. Very rare consumable. Oh no. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is a consumable. It looked similar to the Iris, but it is an 80,000 rune. I mean, substantially larger than anything else that we've acquired outside of Remembrances. Okay, and so that just ends up being a path. We've got a ladder back up. Mesmer Soldier Ashes. Okay, some new ashes. Makes sense that you've got low-level Ghost Glovewort to go along with it. You want to get the upgrades going on those. Now, I haven't used any ashes. Maybe at some point I'll do a playthrough where I use them. But I'm a little bit old school. I know as Elden Ring, I'm playing Dark Souls 4. It's basically how my brain is programmed. So this is gonna take us... Does this just give us a way to drop back down into the courtyard? Because there doesn't really seem to be anything up here. Yep, just gives you... Not even the courtyard, but just back to this level. Okay, so that's... It's technically not even all of the fort. We know there's still a little bit left. It's just a matter of how do we get to it. So I think what we're gonna do... Go back to the Morth Highway. I want to ride around the outside of the building and see if there are any other entrances or ladders to things. We know that there's one enemy out here. Mayhaps they're protecting something. Oh. Got a couple of them. But maybe there's a secret entrance in. Ah, this may be what you were protecting. A blessing of Marika. Okay, so this seems to have a lot to do with Marika, judging by the rune and the blessing. Now, I should not really be using this weapon here, I don't think. Oh, that was a mistake. should have swapped over to my hammer. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? Actually, it almost looked like it did do bleed damage at the end, which I don't think is accurate. We get some Shadow Realm runes for the kill, so actually seems like it's worth it to take them out. Now, is this a hidden? No. Alright, no illusory walls. Ow. You know, I'm always expecting from point blank for them to just open up the belly of them. Like so. Oh, you know what? So if you are able to hit the innards of it, that makes sense. It's a lot weaker and is susceptible to bleed. Okay, neat little detail there that I never noticed. Okay, some big Shadow Realm runes as well, so actually worth the kill. Now, we already found stuff that they were clearly protecting, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that there's not gonna be any secret entrances to the fort outside of what we've already uncovered. Okay, so there's definitely something else to this. So let's go back behind the fort and work our way back in. I will leave no stone unturned. See, that feels like a door. But where we were did not have anything. Came out there, climbed the ladder. That brought us back around. Oh! Hello. So if we go down here, so the left-hand side is out of play. Right, that's outside. Ahaha, maybe this is it. Okay. Very, very subtle there that you could actually go back in that room and climb over. So that's the final secret of the fort. Flame Drake Talisman +3. So, I think we're using one of the Flame Drake Talismans for Bale. Yeah, so we were using Flame Drake Talisman +2. +3 would have been even more protective. Very, very nice. Okay, so that wraps up everything about Fort of Reprimand. So now looking at the map, our option... We're at Morth Highway South. This seems like the last piece of the puzzle here. So I think what we should do is actually wind our way through the pass and see where that takes us. See if that starts and leads us to a way that we can get over to this eastern side of the castle. Back to Scadu Atlas. I'm very intrigued by the big sounds that we're hearing on the other side here. What have we here? Ghost Flame Dragon? Okay. I mean, I think I'm gonna wait for all of the other people to finish fighting them, but we'll sit and watch. Enjoy the view. Alright, this was definitely not on my list of possibilities. Oh, we've gone out of... Alright, so if he goes too far to the northeast, he'll despawn and come back here. Well, we've got some sort of encampment. I just don't really want to get in their way, because next thing you know, they're going to be attacking me. So it's not as much about, oh, I want them to dwindle his health down, because they're doing very little damage. You know what? Ah! I'm just trying to switch out my weapon. Where's the special sword? Where's our dragon blade? Let's go with the dragon katana. Yeah. I'm just gonna stay out of your way. I didn't think they were gonna come over here though. Yeah, that's 2k damage. Now he's on me. Yeah, the katana is big time. Now I don't have any blue drink. To refill and make our lives really, really easy, but at the same time, I think the extra damage from the katana will be quite nice. Repeating crossbow. Alright, now we're getting attacked by this fool. Do you know who I am, sir? This is still a pretty solid weapon. It's that 1k damage on the running attacks. Let's get in this dragon's business. They're doing so little to it. Look at that, 26 damage. Let me show you how it's done. Yeah, 2200. Easy. Although somebody else clearly has his aggro. I missed. That's not gonna be good. So he's... Okay, so Ghost Flame comes from his underbelly. Alright, big hammer dude, can you maybe fight him? Instead of fighting me? Lots of Ghost Flame. You would think that they would do more damage to each other just in general. I missed. I thought I did 141 and then I realized that I didn't hit him. I cannot, this is why I don't summon enemies and why I don't use ashes and stuff. I get so thrown off when the boss has his aggro elsewhere. Just makes it so much harder to fight. There are only a few of the other enemies left. That is big underbelly explosion. Oh, where? What? Where are you? That's a big fire. I'm stuck. Is that just a dead horse? It is. Oh, poor guy. be sick if we could get a stagger, you know, hit him in the head so much, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh, I'm missing. There it is. Oh, yep, that was a greedy hit. Yeah. Bad. Ow! Alright, dude, leave me alone! Ow! Stop it! I'm trying to fight the dragon. Okay? Oh. 2 waves of it. I was not prepared for the second one. Okay. Now I'm getting too aggressive. Give me the head. Dude, can you just leave me alone? There's a giant dragon behind you if you have not noticed. Could you maybe get your priorities in order? Stomp on him. Maybe give him a little tail whip. Something. I missed the roll timing. Okay, there. He should be dead. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be dead. What am I doing right now? Give me the stab in the face. Underneath them. Excellent. Meant to hit dragons. Swings right underneath dragons. Proper. No! Idiot! Read that straight ahead. Yeah! Jump attack. Oh, he's not dead yet. Oh, he's not dead yet. Alright, let's hit him from long range. Later. Alright. That shouldn't have taken as long as it did, but dragon dead, give me the dragon heart. They're also handing out a lot of somber ancient dragon smithing stones. Very kind of them. Okay, so what do we have around here? Is this fire anything to interact with? No, it's just a big fire. Reminded me of the fire at the communion altar, which is why I thought that might be a possibility. Okay, so now that we've gone through this way, all right, we've got some enemies around. We've got their cult leader over there. South and west, this is where we want to be heading. I see this on the map. Oh, those are enemies. Ha! So we have the entrance to a cave. There's always just one thing more, you know? There's always just one thing more. Ruined Forge of Starfall Past. So we've had one ruined forge already. And that was right over here. Ruined forge lava intake. Now we've got Starfall Past. And it looks like if we continue this way, we're gonna make our way back over to the east side of the castle. This will give us a map here. So let's dive on into this. I'm gonna put on a hammer. Hammer to deal with the harder bodied enemies that we've found in these locations before. Of course, though, it's not going to be that, at least right out the gate. But I say rather safe than sorry. This weapon's fully upgraded already. So we've got a Smith Script Spear. So this has int and faith scaling, and we did find a Smith Script Dagger earlier as well. Throwing weapon created with the through the smithing arts. Execute a strong attack, a dashing strong attack, or a mounted strong attack to throw the spear. Okay. Kind of cool. A little bit of a throwable weapon build. We also had picked up the repeating crossbow, which is a mechanized crossbow that has been fitted with a fan-shaped contraption. This metallic piece adds a reloading system used in the execution of a unique battle art, which gives us the repeating fire. And that makes sense. It's a repeating crossbow. Who would have thunk? Alright, so we've got a few more smithing stones up here, and then it looks like the next course of action is to drop down. Oh man, this brings back, we haven't used this hammer too much in a long time. I feel like earlier in the first playthrough we used this hammer quite a bit. Or actually, I won't say quite a bit because I think I used mostly the longsword up until Millennia. But maybe, I forget, we may have built this up for a very specific use case. Okay, so I'm missing something, because there's definitely more to this place than just that lever. Ahaha. Ah, some lava slugs? Ow, I forgot that they shoot stuff at you. Not very nice. Hit them where they're weakest. Alright, so I mean, it's the same enemies as before. And this is precisely why I wanted to have a hammer. Hit them where it hurts, but look at how fast that stagger is. I also think we could have... I think you can backstab. There it is. For whatever reason, didn't trigger the first time. We got a long hallway this way. Got another gate that we're gonna need to raise. We're gonna have to make our way around for a lever, it seems. Oh, hello. Sneaky one you are. So there's a ladder up, which is probably gonna take us back around to get that lever. I can't see. Oh, there's the smacks in the back. Give him the heavy R2. Ugh. I guess, yeah, 479 because they're only weak back here. But when you use a hammer, it's like a one-shot stagger. Summer smithing stones 7, thank you kindly. Bunch of other smithing stones. Very nice. Let's get ourselves a lever, get that next door open so we can keep pushing through. Ooh, this goes up a little bit higher than it initially seems like it would. Oh, tricky. Ooh, iframes. Okay, I'm actually gonna go up top and take care of this guy, because you're annoying me. Now let me hit this guy in the back in peace. Ow. Oh, he's throwing lava at me now? Ow. It's not cool, man. Just trying to kill you. Have a little respect. kind of funny. He does a sideways slam and then snaps straight up after you stagger him. Alright, so we went up top and it looks like we need to go back up here to progress. So we're overlooking a room in which we have not been. Let's say item at the end of a hallway. There's gotta be a catch. The catch is a room full of lava slugs. Ow. I need my stamina. Ow. Okay. Let's back off. Regen a little. Alright. Can't we all just get along? Okay, so the spin attack left him with like almost no health. Big item at the end, smithing talisman. Ooh, fancy. Enhances weapon throwing attacks. A talisman depicted an ancient smithing hammer, inscribed with the smith script. So all of the smith script stuff seems to be these throwables. So we've got a dagger, we've got a spear, now I've got this talisman to go along with it. Very cool. Opening up some new build types, some different styles of play. I dig it. Alright, so now we drop down here. You know what, I should take this guy out because he's gonna start throwing his spear at me from across the way while I try and kill this guy. I ain't about that life. There it is. I wonder what the I wonder what the cooldown is on the stagger on the back. Obviously have to have a little bit better accuracy on landing it. That shard doesn't seem like there's anything else up here other than the lever. Alright, so we made full circle. Now we get to go to the next chamber. Maybe this chamber is the one of secrets. Just kidding. Chamber of Secrets is the second one. I feel like I gotta keep my peels up eyed vertically. Smith script, Cirque du Soleil. So what, we just rotate? Oh, JK. Let's say rotate who you smack in the back, but I'm gonna get myself killed here. Alright, that is the last of my heals, so... Ow. Jeez. Oh, the waterfall, it's death, it's death. I just want to explore in peace. Whoops. Ooh, there it is. I don't know, normally there's a return. But I suppose that this is death, right? Come all the way to the end. Get the item in here, which we should look at. Smith script Circ. Inton Faith. Circular backhand blade engraved with a smith script. A throwing weapon created through the smithing arts. Execute a strong attack to throw the backhand blade, causing it to fly in a curved trajectory. Honestly, it kind of looks like those weapons we saw a little bit earlier. People were holding two of them. I thought maybe they were chakram or something, but it could have very well been the smith script Circ. Alright, so I did a test. I ran off the edge with the sacrificial twig at the end of this tunnel. And there was only certain death. So I think that that's all there is to the Ruined Forge of Starfall Past. We will wrap it up there. We will head on out next time. So thank you all for making it here to the end of the video. And we'll make our way, I promise, at least a little bit closer to the castle in the next episode. See y'all later.